Greetings, Lifeless Fantasy Football League. Welcome. I would say this is the lifelessness show and all this other things, but yeah, got some work to do here. So sorry I haven't gotten any videos out this year. I just too busy, life change, whole nine. Don't have time for things in other leagues and whatnot. So sorry if you were actually watching the videos. I was going back and had to try and figure out which league to cut videos, and this is the one that most people didn't watch. So yeah, so I kind of cut it, but back here we got some unprecedented times, unprecedented things. So I kind of want to lay out how we're going to proceed forward here. So first and foremost, prayers for Damar Hamlin. I've been waiting for information for the last 36 hours plus here. I hope he comes out of this thing. Good report from I think it was his uncle last night, where he's 100 down to 50% oxygen from 100% with the tube and things. So I'm hoping he just continues on that arc, just to get back, get well, and go on to live a great life. With everything, it's just tragic event, and it's sad when, like I said, games don't matter, so and life doesn't matter. But the unfortunate part of life is life's got to go on, and I know I'm myself, and hopefully everyone is continuing to pray for him and get him back to his full health. But life goes on, and I know we got some business of the Lifeless Fantasy Football League here, the championship round. We've got the third place match going. We've got the Toilet Bowl going. So we have 3 different matches going on. I want to try and do the best thing. I know I'm directly involved in the championship match. So I've been seeking lots of different other commissioners and how they're kind of handling things. And I've even heard from some fantasy football experts and things from a fantasy football show that I consistently listen to on Monday or mornings during the week, and kind of what they recommend to do in these situations. So I haven't really looked at the other 2 matchups, so I just kind of speaking to mine and kind of rolling with everything. I just know in mine, I was playing. And then I go ahead and just drop all this. It's not Deputy Doofy, it's somebody else. I'm going to go over here now and look at it, because I'm embarrassed, because I should have all these things rattling right off my head. Number 1 seed. Yep. It just blanked on me, so that's why we go back and look at this thing here. Mega Movers. There he is. So we got Patrick. Mega Movers. Fantastic season. So me versus him. He was finished. I had all my Bengals going in this game. In like I said, so I had all my Bengals going, and they were doing things at that moment in the game where everything kind of just shut down. So having kind of heard from various people and things, just how we're going to proceed it. It's, if you're a golfer, you kind of know this term. You might know this term. It's called taking a provisional, is what we're going to do here. So Week 18 is going to happen. The game in Buffalo-Cincinnati game is not canceled. It's just not happening over the course of the next 4 or 5 days. They still could pick it up and get it finished. I'm waiting to hear from the NFL on how they're going to do all these things. If anyone who knows me, I'm a very analytically minded person, and I'm intrigued to try and figure out how they're going to make all this work. Simple thing, make it a tie, get on with Week 18, move to the playoffs, and just go. It would be the kind of the simple thing. But the NFL, and they got to have their money and everything else. So, if the Bengals-Bills games happen, even if it's next week, we will use those scores, retrofit it back to where we were at, and then finish everything out. So we'll do that. That's why this is going to sit in limbo, and I know the website's going to have Patrick winning, but everything is definitely in limbo as of this moment. Let's see, I'm looking at the toilet bowl was decided, so that was done. So that was Piper Wentz Pooh's going to defeat Logical Intercourse in the toilet bowl. So that was decided. Nope, no, it's not. Never mind, check that. Oh, well, let me look at this a little further. No, that was totally not decided. So never mind. So that one wasn't decided because I got Logical Intercourse with Josh Allen, Piper had Stephon Diggs. So that one wasn't decided. We have our third place match also not decided with McPherson and the Bills defense going for Deputy Doofy. So all three of these matches are still in flux as I'm now looking at them. So this is how we're going to go. So week 18 we play normally. Week 18 is our week to go after the high point player, the high point team scores. What we're going to do for all the players that are still out there from the Buffalo and the Cincinnati game, I'm going to use the scores of week 18 for the week 17 contest and then fill everything in from that route. And so that will be where the provisional is. So we're going to use those scores for week 18, what their stats is. Both Buffalo and Cincinnati got, they have not updated the NFL actual standings yet, so they have not officially called it a tie. Because Lord knows if it goes down as a tie, I can tell you just as a Cincinnati fan and where things go. The Bengals clinch the division. They're locked into the 3 seed, and there's no chance in hell any major player on the Cincinnati Bengals is playing in week 18. So I'm hoping that they have this answer before week 18 happens, or maybe not have the answer. But right now that's where everything's at. They haven't called anything. They haven't called it a tie. They're going to try and are they trying to get the game in? They haven't called anything. So we're going to go forward as such. So I will use the stats for Baltimore or Buffalo players and Cincinnati players for the week 18 game. I will use those stats, retrofit them back, and then add it all up, and then winners. If they play the game, the provisional stats get wiped out. We finish the game as it would have been on the Monday night, and we take the stats and we put it into play, and we go from there. The Week 18 challenge, submit your lineups the Week 18, you submit your lineups if you want to go for the high player or the high team score. The high team score is, wow, that was really high. That just happened, I think it was a week ago. And then I'm sitting on the high point player with Joe Mixon. So those are in play for week 18. And then also, so the Buffalo and the Cincinnati players' scores will go back to week 17. That's kind of the fairest way to kind of do it without them not playing that actual game. So that's how we're going to play it. The third, like I said, the 5th and 6th place matchup already had happened, so that payout is what it is. So that's where we go. I've got all the payouts kind of ready to go. I've got the amounts at least set. So first place. So I'll talk to first and second place and things like that later. Fifth place is $45, and 6th place is $36. Toilet Bowl's $31. Right now the high point player or high point team and high point player is $142 each on that front. And then we got that, and then we've got everything what everyone owes, but I'll get more into that next week, once I get an answer on how the NFL is kind of proceeding. So I'm commissioning 3 leagues. A lot of you guys know I do that. So I'm commissioning 3 leagues. I'm pretty much going a different direction because I've got to separate the leagues just to see, keep them as their own isolated thing and try and figure out the best way to handle each league. I have a guillotine league. The 2 people playing at the end, we made the decision to split the pot or take the set. Both of us take in the second place money and then donating the difference to Mr. Hamlin's charity, which was great. And that was kind of an easy decision. So I'm open for really anything right now. That's how I'm proceeding. The plan I just laid out is kind of what I'm proceeding with. If I hear something better, I'll jump on or send emails out. accordingly. I'm going to be sending an email, hopefully with the link to this video, so everyone can see it. So yeah, so I'm going to try and get out of here, so not waste a whole bunch of people's time with 10 minutes of video. So that's where we're at. I will be back with a video next week to kind of lay all the final groundwork out. All these results is also needed for our draft order for next year. That's another thing. So I've got, it's a fluid situation. It's unprecedented fluid, and I'm just going to kind of shoot from the hip and figure things out as I get information brought to me, and use the best of my intellect to make it a fair way of finishing this, despite what has happened here tragically. So I'm trying to, the fairness is where I'm trying to keep it at. So because, yeah, so that's where we're at. So Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals players will use a provisional for their Week 18 games. If they finish the Buffalo Bills Cincinnati Bengals game, we will use those original stats for that game back to the original matchups, and we move forward. Or else we'll use the provisionals and go from there. Yeah. So that's really all I got. Hopefully you got this video via email. You can email me your thoughts, whatever. Catch me on Facebook. Got my text me. I'm up for whatever. So just want to make sure it's fair. So that's where I'm at. I hope all you guys are being safe. I appreciate every single one of you guys. This is a bigger league that this is the biggest league that I do with the most people in it. So I appreciate everything. I thank you all for, being a part of it. And also for having me, because I got introduced to this league and then I just kind of, took things over really. So, good luck, everyone. Hope you all be well, be safe. Love you all, and hit me up if you need to. I'm out.